students, myself Meenu Kapoor. Welcome to my channel Code with MK. So this is the second part of recursion. Today I'll tell you about sum of n natural numbers. In previous video we understood what is recursion, what are the main parts of recursion, that is base class and recursive class. And we did the example of factorial of a number. Today I'll tell you about sum of n natural numbers. Natural numbers you all know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first we'll input the value of n from the user and then we'll sum all n natural numbers. So I start with the main program. First of all we'll input n equals to int, input, enter value of n. User will give the value. Say I have given 5. So I need the sum of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After that I called recursive function. I made rec sum for that. You can notice def rec sum n. So 5 will be passed to n. And the coding is if n is less than equals to 1, then return n. This is the base case, that is the exit condition for recursion. Base case means, I told you, terminating condition. If n is less than equals to 1, then it will return n. Else, return n plus rec sum n minus 1. So if I have given 5, then this return statement will be 5 plus rec sum n minus 1, that is 4. So this will be read as 5 plus rec sum 4. Rec sum will be called again with 4. Right? I'll explain how this is happening. As I told you earlier in previous video that it will use stack and later on it will pop up all the values and give the final result. First see the output of the program. I am running it. Enter value of n. See I have given 5 and sum of n natural number equals to 15. So 15 is the answer. I am running it again. Enter value of n. I have given 10 now and sum of n natural numbers equals to 55. You can notice on screen this is the output. For 10 it is 55 and for 5 it is 15. Now how this is happening? I am telling you the main statement of the program was return n plus rec sum n minus 1 because this statement was the recursion. Now I'll explain this statement. As I told you that I have taken the value of n as 5. So this statement means n plus rec sum n minus 1 means 5 plus rec sum 4. Right? And after that it will call rec sum again with 4. Right? It will not execute. It will just store it in a stack. Then rec sum will be called with 4. And the statement will mean return n plus rec sum n minus 1 again. That is 4 plus rec sum 3. Then it will be called with 3. And the statement will be n plus rec sum n minus 1. That is 3 plus rec sum 2. Then it will be called with for 2 and statement will be read as 2 plus rec sum 1. Then it will be called with 1 value. And rec sum 1, you know that the base case or the exit condition was if n is less than equals to 1, return 1. So this rec sum 1 will return 1 automatically, right? So the output will start from here. You will try to understand in reverse order as I told you that it works with stack and stack work with LIFO. That is last in first out. No output will be generated and rec sum 1 will return 1. Then second statement starting from the bottom will be read. Then it will be 2 plus rec sum 1 and rec sum 1 is 1 already. So this statement will be 2 plus 1 equals to 3, right? So now next statement that will be popped out from stack is 3 plus rec sum 2 And rec sum 2 we have already calculated as 3. So statement will be read as 3 plus 3 equals to 6. Output will be 6. Now it will be for 4 and 4 plus rec sum 3. Rec sum 3 is already calculated as 6 as you can notice here, and it will be 4 plus rec sum 3 means 4 plus 6 and it will be 10. Then for 5, 5 plus rec sum 4. Rec sum 4 was 10. That computer has already calculated, and the statement, this statement will be read as 5 plus 10 equals to 15. So now this will be your final answer. So the main concept to understand is that it uses stack, and all the calls of the statements of recursive function are stored in a stack, and they are taken in reverse order from the stack. First we get the output of the last statement, then final answer is when the first statement is called, right? So 15 is the final answer in this case. Okay, now I am giving you some other example of Fibonacci series. I think you all are familiar with Fibonacci series. In class 11th also we did that, but I'll tell you again. Fibonacci series means 0, 1. These are the starting numbers of Fibonacci series, and each new number is the sum of two previous numbers. Say first two numbers are 0 and 1. Then third number will be 0 plus 1. That is 1. And the fourth number will be 1 plus 1, 2. Next will be 2 plus 1, 3. So on. Right? So Fibonacci series is again recursive in nature because each new result is the sum of previous two numbers. So we'll try to make it using recursion. Initially, I'll start from main. N equals to int input. How many terms to print the series? So I'll ask from the user that how many terms? Say 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. So it will ask from the user that how many terms, right? Print Fibonacci series, it is just a message, and this is calling of your function for I in range n. Now the question is why I am calling this function using loop. Because in case of sum of number, I called ones. Reason being, I need the final sum, not the intermediate sums. But here, I need to print the whole series 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Right? So, I will call this in a loop. For I in range n, say I have given 5. Value of n is 5. So, this loop will run 5 times 0 to 4. As you know, Python takes 1 less. So, total number of times will be 5, but it will be from 0 to 4. And it will call fib I. So, initially it will call with 0. Fib I means fib 0, then fib 1, fib 2, fib 3, fib 4. I'll explain this, how it is happening. Now, first understand the function. Def fib, this is the name of my function, n. So, this n will be passed here. If n is less than equals to 1, return n. This is the base case or terminating condition for recursion. As I told you earlier, it is must in every recursive function where to end, otherwise it will go on infinitely, right? Else, return Fibonacci n minus 1 plus Fibonacci n minus 2. As I told you that in Fibonacci series, every number is the sum of previous two numbers. So n minus 1 means previous number, n minus 2 means previous to previous. That is for previous two numbers will be added to generate this number, right? So first I'll run this program, then I'll explain you this main statement, return fib n minus 1 plus fib n minus 2. This is recursive case. So this is to be explained how this is happening, right? So first see the output of the program. How many times to print the series? Say I have taken 6. So Fibonacci series is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. You can notice 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, and 2 plus 3 is 5. So this is the output 0, 1. These are the two numbers 1, then 2 plus 1 3, 1 plus 1 2, then 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5. Now how this is happening in stack and how the recursive function is working. So I'll again tell you the working of the function. So the main statement I told you was return fib n minus 1 plus fib n minus 2. This was the recursive case. And the calling of the function was in loop, that is for I in range n. N I gave 6. So it will run from 0 to 5. Now first of all it will run for 0 as I give I in range n, so it will start from 0. And the exit condition was if n is less than equals to 1, return n. So first call will be for 0, it will return n, that is 0. It will be stored in a stack. Then again in loop the function will be called and it will be called for 1. Again n is less than equals to 1, return n. So 1 will be returned. Now I will be 2 and for 2 it will be called and the statement will be read as Fibonacci n minus 1 plus n minus 2. For 2 n minus 1 will be 1 and n minus 2 will be 0. So it will be called as fib 1 plus fib 0, right? So fib 1 already we know it is 1 and fib 0 is 0. So it will be 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So this 1 will be taken. Then it will be called for 3 Fibonacci 2 plus Fibonacci 1. So Fibonacci 2 I have already taken, that is 1. So it will be 1 plus 1, 2. Fibonacci 1 is 1. Fibonacci 2 is again 1. So Fibonacci 3 will be 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Now it will be called for 4. 4 is Fibonacci n minus 1, that is Fibonacci 3 plus Fibonacci 2. So third Fibonacci is 2 and second is 1. So it will be 2 plus 1 equals to 3. Same is with 5. It will be called with 5 and statement will be read as Fibonacci 4 plus Fibonacci 3. And Fibonacci 4 is 3. Fibonacci 3 is 2. So it will add 3 plus 2 equals to 5. And your output will be 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Right. So this is the working of recursive function. So total we did 4 example of recursive functions. Now you will try binary searching with recursion. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you like this video, click on like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.